Michael Todd versus Vitaly Laletin.
I don't even know who I want to win. I want to see Vitali faces Levan. I believe Vitali has the best opportunity to put Levan's hand-wrist in a place where we might see Levan struggle. I don't want Michael Todd beating Vitali just to prove there's a group below Levan. I have tremendous faith in Vitali right-handed. I believe there is a style problem favoring Michael. I didn't like how Vitali pulled Camil left. He lacked technique, but he won with power. That leaves the door open. I'm putting my money, not much on Vitali, but I'll celebrate if Michael wins. A 3-0 flash pin sweep by Vitali is unlikely. Michael will stop him, but I think Vitali wins.
Gennady Kvikvinia versus Ibragim Sagov.
Awesome match. Gennady might fit 115 kilos well. He has more tools, but maybe not sharper than Sagov's press hook. Great match. Could take Gennady a few starts to put the brakes on, maybe a thrilling comeback. I'm going to say 4-2 Gennady, having to come back from behind, down 0-2 or 1-2. He has grit and feeds off stopping the match, but it'll be close. Him cutting from 140 kilos to 115 kilos does scare me.
Matt Mask versus Nugo Chikazi.
It's going to be close. I think Matt is ready, and Nugo is a great showman. He doesn't look as awesome as he actually is. If the match stays outside, Matt wins. If somehow Nugo can keep it inside, he's going to win. There's a chance Matt's even better than we know. I'm telling you, he's different now. Absolutely different. This is going to be high energy. I am rooting for Matt. I believe if Matt's as dominant as we've seen him, then it's time. We might as well forget about his past struggles. This new guy's awesome.
Kamil Jablonsky versus Gorgi Geranov.
I don't think it's that close. I believe Kamil is one of the top guys left-handed. It was close between him and Vitali. Geranov is awesome. He's way stronger than I thought. You have to manipulate the hand and wrist of Camil, but you have to do it surgically. Your upper body has to stay in the right place, or you can do what Vitali did and overwhelm him. In my opinion, underneath in a hook, it's going to be more overwhelming. I think Camil's awesome left-handed. It's only a matter of time before Camil becomes champion. Camil's going to beat Geranov, and Camil's going to beat everybody you put up against him left-handed for the next 4 years.
Todd Hutchkins versus Rustin Babayev.
I am hoping that finally Todd can figure it out, and it's not just a matchup problem. Last 2 times, I thought Todd would win, but I didn't give Rustin enough respect. He's amazing. I hope for the USA and Todd's sake, he can get this monkey off his back and finally get a win. Todd is literally getting better. This has to be a match Todd really feels pressure for. I think Todd's the favorite now, but reality is he's never won. I am praying that Todd gets over this hump.
Arthur Macarov versus Daniel Pupchuk.
This is close. Great argument for both. Arthur's last performance was impressive, the control, but I believe Daniel's arm is stronger than Mindaugas's. There could be a triangle. Arthur beat Mindaugas, Daniel almost beat Mindaugas. Maybe Mindaugas pulls Daniel better. Arthur kept the gas on against Mindaugas, so you got to make him the favorite. I'm rooting for Daniel. I just have a little more relationship with him. But this is a great match between the 2 best guys here.
Paul Lynn versus David Samushio.
This is awesome. We've seen it before. Paul won that match. This is a match he can win. But man, I've seen Samushio step up so many times, even after being in trouble. I love Paul Lynn. He's an outstanding human being. It's so close. I love rooting for the Americans. Paul's our favorite guy. With all that said, he's still the underdog because the champ is an absolute killer. Because it's close, shows my respect for Samushio.
Ivan Matyushenko versus Serik Khalinenko.
It's so hard to root against Matyushenko. He's very good in the hook. It's clear he does it with connection, not just elbow movement. He's special. The only thing that scares me is you can beat him in a hook sometimes. If you try to top roll, it's not effective. It's usually the last time you can even attempt it. It just seems like once you miss it or get put in a hook, all the muscles you were trying to use start failing. It's like your hand suddenly gets conditioned and it starts turning easier and easier every time. I'm going to say Matyushenko, but this is a close one. I thought Serhi's hand felt soft, but once they said go, it was like iron.
Jocelyn Brisson versus Eglevite Kutim.
I really do not know how good Jocelyn is. It appears that she's pretty good. For us to feel comfortable about someone beating Barbara, We need Jocelyn to handle Egle. I don't know if it'll happen. From a fan perspective, rooting for the champs to eventually lose, I believe Jocelyn represents someone we could get behind against Barbara, but she has to take care of Egle conventionally. My prediction is Jocelyn 65%, partly because I know what I want. Part of what I hope happens influences my prediction.
Georgi Tsvetkov versus David Dadikian.
I believe Tsvetkov will have a more deliberate, scientific approach than Kurdecha did. I don't think Dadikian can top-roll Gorgi, but I think Dadikian's stronger, especially when chubby, making it an uphill battle for Tsvetkov. Dadikian is a prime example that 105 kilos isn't necessarily his best. His left arm is crazy strong when heavier. Even if Gorgi is able to manipulate and get some sort of outside release, I don't think it will be enough. Even when it's compromised but still tight and close, Dadikian will have enough side pressure. I'm saying Dadikian is on a mission. I like Tsvetkov, but I'm going Dadikian close, 70-30.
Petro Marharian versus Lachlan Adair.
This is 50-50 for me. I don't think I have enough information. I think that it's going to be good, so I really don't know who will win that. As soon as you beat Nugo, you're real. I'm thinking Lachlan could get top-rolled a couple of times before it ultimately shifts. Maybe then he sees how strong his hook really is. I hope Lachlan is stronger than ever so that he goes into a hook early and we get to see that. Because as long as it's close, I think Lachlan has his best chance of pulling it out. So we'll say Petro 51%, and I'm rooting for Lachlan.
Zurab Tabridze versus Georgi Tautiev.
This is going to be tough for Zurab. I think no one wants to be an arm wrestling champion as much as Zurab. He's eager to get back at it. But this is an uphill battle. I think that he's got to be way back to get back on that stage and be the man again. So I'm rooting for him. Zurab could be in trouble.